Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Scottsburg Board of Works. It is 5:32 on March the 28th of 2022. We will go to our clerk treasurer for our roll call, please.
Mayor Amy.
Here.
Karen Gracious. Here. Tom Lewis.
Here. The next thing on our agenda is the approval of the minutes for March 14th. If you've read through them and see no adjustments, we will ask for a motion to accept them as presented.
I'll make that motion.
Tom Lewis makes the motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Karen Gracious seconds. Any questions, comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, unanimous, thank you. Okay, is there any old business we have before we go to new business? Okay, let's look at new business. One is to move the 2006 Colorado truck from the Parks asset to the Mid-America Science Park asset. So, in essence, there was kind of a trade there. Jerry needed another truck. And the Mid-America Science Park had a really nice older truck, driven very low, probably 30,000, 40,000 miles is all. So I said, Jerry said, you go down and spending $50,000, why don't you just swap for this one, with what he had. We had a Chevrolet.
He had the Chevy Colorado, and then we had a Chevy full size.
Yeah, he had kind of a full size, but it wasn't a pickup truck.
Yeah, they're Colorados. It's like the old S10. It's in between the S10 and the full size.
Well, so anyway, they did a trade. It was some other type of vehicle he had. He wanted to trade. I think Stanley had it. I don't think it wasn't Jerry's truck. It was Stanley's truck, I think. It was a gray truck. It had Scottsburg Parks on it. And he traded that truck for this pickup truck. Well, it left us needing a pickup truck. So Jerry had a truck he was going to put in the auction, and because we now lack a pickup truck in the Mass Park, he just wants to transfer that over here. So that's what that is about. So we want for the clerk treasurer to be able to move it. We're so sorry to make this extra work for you.
That's okay. That's okay.
To move the 2006 Colorado truck from the park asset over to the Mid-America Science Park asset.
And no money exchange.
No money exchange.
I'll make the motion.
Tom Lewis makes a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second. Now, did I confuse everybody, or did I make it halfway clear? Okay.
Totally clear.
Okay, then all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, that's passed, thank you very much. We have notice offering personal property for public sale, open bids.
This was the water jet machine. We have one bid to open. It's from Art to Part, Otisto, Indiana. Like a little game show.
That's right, like you win a free trip. The winner.
$25,000. And they have included their certificate of liability of insurance. So it looks like we have one bid. It's requesting that we include any documentation, any spare parts that we have as well. And they'll pay $25,000 in the form of an official bank check presented prior to disassembly and removal. And they acknowledge that they will be responsible for disassembly, removal, and transportation. They ask that we provide access to an on-site forklift. They agree to remove within 30 days of acceptance of the offer. So it looks to be an acceptable format, so it's up to you guys whether you want to accept it.
Is that the only bid you got?
That is the only bid that we've received.
Did we have an estimate of what it was worth?
What we did there, this came about with Gerald Ray. Gerald Ray was an innovator who had a company called Stray Light. And apparently he had a need for this, and I think the city was able to get a grant and purchase this, and he used this piece of equipment. usable, but there's been many other inventions that has kind of made this somewhat not as usable, such as plasma covers and things like that.
Not state of the art.
It's not a state of the art. So, and I asked at our Mid-American Science Park for training, asked other departments, can anybody use this? And everybody said, no, we cannot use this. So that's when we opted to try to go ahead and put this out for bid to see who would want to buy this. I got online with Google. You can Google that exact model number. This unit was made right here, I believe, in Jeffrey, New Albany. And that company is located here. And they had a guy that came up and looked at her, and he had offered $10,000. Well, I got online and Googled, and used equipment like this were selling, 10, 15, brand, where it's been refurbished and looks brand new, painted, everything else like that, and guaranteed we're selling for 40 and 50. So
Kind of right in the middle there.
it's kind of right in the middle. So
Well, if we can't use it,
we have no use for it. So
use the money.
yeah. So
So we need a motion to accept the bid.
we would need a motion to accept the bid.
So moved.
Tom Lewis makes the motion.
I'll second.
Karen Grisham seconds. Are there any questions about this? Okay. And you can see, it's a large piece of equipment that is, I remember them cutting chess pieces with it, so it's, okay, hearing none, we'll go for a vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, unanimous. Thank you very much. Next is the clerk treasurer.
First of all, I would just entertain a motion to approve the claims as presented.
I'll make a motion to approve as presented.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye, opposed, like sign, unanimous. Thank you very much.
Okay, and I also would request your approval to hire Pat Forbes as the claims clerk and making this position effective 3/22 of '22. She is replacing the position that Melina held.
That Molina.
That was, yeah. it's-
And the reason that we were able to do this outside of a meeting, and she's asking for your guys' approval afterwards, is per Indiana code. Clerk treasurer is allowed to hire their staff out in between without any board approval until, so she just gets it ratified.
Okay. Is that the, Molina took over for Karen? Is that right?
No, Melina took over for Leslie, the
Leslie.
utility
Oh,
officer.
that's right.
She's the
No,
utility
before
officer.
that.
Yes, well,
It's
she,
Karen Middleton.
no, let's see.
Carmen took
Carmen.
Karen's.
Carmen took Karen's to begin with, and then we got, and then
They're
we
shuffling.
added you in training, so yeah.
Is this new one as good as Molina?
We hope so, we hope so. She comes with lots of years of experience. She was a county employee before, so we are happy to have her on board. And yes, she's worked in the school system, so she's familiar with government.
I make a motion to hire.
Tom Lewis makes the motion to go forward with hiring. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Karen Grisham seconds. Any other questions about her? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, unanimous. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, that's all I have.
Well, let's talk about where we just came from. Once you give your ideas.
Just, you mean from, we had our.
Wastewater.
The fourth Monday of every month, we meet with the crew at the wastewater treatment plant. And I am very, very impressed with the way that they are moving along on the project. And the mayor can probably give you some more of the dates, but by the 1st of May, they're gonna be testing some of the switch over from the old to the new. So, yeah, did they say by August, we should have all of that,
Actually,
switched over, and yes.
I-
We are very fortunate, I think, to have got the construction company that we got and to have entertained, and got the work of Midwestern engineers. They've both worked closely together. I feel both companies had worked together on other projects, you know, so it's just, they couldn't say enough good about this project. I think Chase has been really, really good to work with, and the Bowen and Bowen's main two guys are always there at these meetings in
That's
the
good.
Western, yes. They said,
They were saying too that so many other, they're trying to, they can't get the product. And so Bowen was right on top of it. They already ordered everything. As soon as they got the nod on this, they ordered everything. So we're not waiting on product. We store it for them out in the Mid-America Science Plant because they need storage. So I told them, I said, each week I see it going down lower and lower. And it's just been a fantastic, we have more of a, our meetings are just, you know, there's never been an argument, there's never been any, it's just been so wonderful, it's just been smooth. I told them, I said, you know, guys, I want to tell you, I prayed for this thing for the right engineering company and the right construction company. And it's just like the Lord just gave us, it just all fell into place. It's just working fantastic.
yes.
And this has been made so that these are 3 reactors that'll take 2.75 million gallons of water a day, of effluent a day. Now, on top of it, we have we're utilizing the entire existing of the plant as well. So, I mean, we're gonna gain so much more capacity. Plus, it's designed where you can go all the way, keep adding, all the way down the tree line. Another 3. As time goes on, you know, I won't be here, but as time goes on, you know, they need more, you know, so.
They were very complimentary because Chase has been able to help them a lot with the back truck that we purchased with the sewer van several years ago. So, yeah, they were, and they, Bowen does not own one.
Yeah.
And they said, you know, our guys will probably tear them up, but, you know, they've used that. Chase has been able to assist them a lot. It's helped them.
And would increase the cost, and so it's been able to keep our costs down because we've had a few change orders, not a lot, but a few change orders. And, you know, so that's one reason I'm down at the water meeting here because the guy talked about how some of our radios, water radios that are reading, we're a little weak in that area, so we're offering a place to be able to put up. So I said, if we're gonna do it, we need to do that now. So that was part of the discussion we had there as well. But with all of that said, I need to make sure you guys are aware. We are, part of this deal is there's a plaque on the front of the administration building there now. Now, Chase could have gotten the administration building all new, but he opted to stay with the administration building he had. He says, let me build a bigger shop building for myself. And let's give, we're working on a shop, which is an older 34-year building. So we're building a shop for basically the same money he would have had on the new admin building. So we're gonna use that admin building. So we're gonna put a bronze plaque up there, like the one that's up there now. And it does list, I believe it lists the mayor, the clerk treasurer, the council, and I believe the board of works. Either you have an issue with it not being your name. You okay with that?
As long as they spell it.
So you're good as long as it's spelling. So we may have you give us a note how you want your name spelled on there, so make sure it's correct. And are you okay too, Karen, with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Tom. Okay. Give us the names you want put on there, and we will put those on there. We're getting that close. We're getting this close because in May, as Jan says, we're going to start bringing water and effluent in. And that startup's probably gonna start in about middle of June, and then the time it's all over said and done with the last hurrah will probably be in August. So sometime we're gonna have a big party. I'm gonna have an open house to be able to invite everybody. You know, who wants to come out to serve that, right? Well, there's $13 million, folks. If you want to see what $13 million of your money looks like, here it is. And so it's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be fantastic. So yeah. So it's coming along very nicely. I just can't say enough about it. And it's just been a great relationship. I mean, the engineering company's been fantastic, and you know, so the construction company's been, just everything's just gone great. So, okay, what else do we have for this evening? Jess? Yes, you have 2 things, don't you?
Yeah, I have just one actually. I'm asking for approval to promote Trenton Jeffries from groundman to vegetation management fiber laborer C. It's a mouthful. Effective yesterday's date for the beginning of this payroll period. He has recently obtained his Class A CDLs as well as his Category 6 spray license, and that was the requirements that he needed in order to move up to that position. And so Willie asked that we
This is
present
the electric department.
electric department, yes. And so, yeah, that was the only two things that he needed in order to get him to that point, and he completed the class and got the license on Friday, so.
There is a little bit of a wage increase. Can you tell us what that is?
The wage goes from $17.45 to $18.52.
So it's about $1.
Yeah.
But
That's vegetation.
Vegetation management fiber laborer C. And the reason it's C is we've got A, B, C, and D, and as they complete more, they step up each time.
And it's C.
Yes.
Did he also get a
Vegetation
CDL?
management fiber labor.
Yes. Yeah, in order to move to the C level, he had to have two of 4 different items we had listed, and he received his Class A CDL as well as his Category 6
Wow,
spray
Class A.
license. Yes, all of our electric departments required to have Class A because of the size of the bucket trucks, and if they're pulling the trailer that has the poles behind it, they're required by federal law to have an A, so that's, yeah.
Let's say semi-truck. Whereas Class B, you can be a lift truck.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
So wow.
so
So you
with,
need a motion for that then?
yes.
I will make a motion, we approve that promotion.
Tom Lewis makes a motion for Trenton Jeffries, who is in the electrical department under the guidance of Willie, who is suggesting that he has completed it and to go up that notch. So is there a second? Karen Bush seconds. Any questions about this? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous. Thank you very much.
That's all I have.
That's all you had?
Yes.
Wow. So what else do we have for this evening? Council?
I have nothing.
Marty?
Nothing.
Nothing? Chief?
No, sir.
What? Tell us what's going on with Scottsburg PD right now. You get all your cars?
We've had our cars for a long time, we're still waiting for vehicles to get striped, and we're still waiting for our equipment to be put in.
Okay. How many? 2?
2, David, we did find out they got like 40 some ordered, and they got 3 bins back about a week and a half ago, which means that they're being built.
Okay.
And we got lucky, because David's one of the 3 out of the 40 or 50 they're waiting on.
Wow.
So his is being built.
Wow.
Good.
That's awesome. Did he specify certain things he would like to have in it?
In his truck?
Yeah, in other words, is this built to spec or is this?
No, it's
Just kidding.
it's a police package. So it's whatever package the police package is.
Police
Like
package,
mine, you go out and like mine.
yeah, police package usually has a strong braking system than you're gonna get normally.
And some more safety issues, or
More
safety
safety
things on it.
issues.
They're built for pursuits.
Yeah. So,
Super.
Chief, thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Anything else that you know is coming up for the city?
No, I've seen some of the construction signs for Marshville, I guess, on that area, the signs are up in April, that we talked about in
Right.
our department head meeting. And, that's all I'm gonna go.
They're taking the bridge out, I think, aren't they?
There's 2 different projects, and one's replacing a bridge and doing bridge work, and the other one's doing guardrail, and they're gonna have both of them about the same time.
Yeah, the Marshville Road's gonna be shut down. It's the biggest, I don't know if it's a concern, it's not in the city, but I know a lot of people take that roundabout, kind of like where I live out there on Lake Road, that's a bypass, that's kind of a bypass there too.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Anybody
have a
else?
waiver,
Waiver?
for the train depot, the Purdue Extension Office wants April the 20th from 5:30 to 7:30.
Is this for the children?
Yes. It's a 4-H
Okay. As long as it's for
extension
kids,
board meeting.
I don't have, no
4-H
problem.
extension board.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, as long as it's for children, I'm okay with that, as long as you guys are. If you guys okay with, for 4-H kids coming in there,
I'll second your motion.
okay? Seconds. Is there any
Started.
third? Okay. Any questions, comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, unanimous, okay, thank you very much. Lady, anything else